Dr. Billinghurst, so the question before us here is if a pet owner was to observe diarrhea after starting Gussy's gut, I don't think we've had that many. I mean, to my knowledge, it's maybe been a handful. I see quite a few of our customer support, tickets. I review those pretty often. But for the folks that maybe observed it, that I'm concerned for their dog, and I want to address those folks so that they understand a little bit better. Because some people get really worried and upset when diarrhea occurs. Can you address those folks?
Well, I understand the concern with diarrhea, particularly for a dog that spends most of its time inside. That's a difficulty. Now, if this has occurred following the feeding of a little bit of Gussy's gut or the normal dose, whatever it is, then of course you stop. Stop immediately. Let the bowel return to normal, and it will, because this is not this is not a terrible condition. It's not a pathological condition. It's simply physiological. That is, it's a normal reaction of a very sensitive system to something that's a little bit different being introduced. So stop, let the body normalize, and then, because you know that this is going to be beneficial, you want to introduce it, but you're going to introduce it more slowly. So your dog's body has simply told you, oops, I can't take that size dose, even though it says on the back of the pack, that's what I should feed. My dog can't take that immediately, but it will get accustomed, or it will develop an ability to take that product in and use it and then build health further based on that product by introducing it slowly. So start very tiny. Once everything's normalized, very tiny amounts, and gradually, just a sprinkle, little tiny bit, not the full dose, and then gradually build up over the next week to 10 days. And what you're going to observe is that there'll be no bad reaction, but over time, you're going to see the benefits of these wonderful products.
Yeah. And of course, always seek advice of hopefully you have a great holistic vet in your corner. If you do not, we have a list. We can share some of those names for you, with you, that people can, go right onto Zoom or a phone call with a really amazing holistic vet. There's a charge. We make no money from it. We just offer that list as a service. But I want to go back to just thinking through a case of diarrhea. So you feed anything. I don't care if it's just a single carrot, it's a new meat, it's a new kibble. I don't care what it is. It's Gussy's gut. And then your dog gets diarrhea. You have to realize that is a physiological response, not an illness, not pathology, not a pathological. Meaning that if you believe those two things are connected, it is just a reaction to the ingestion of the thing. Maybe it's the fats. Is your dog does not currently have the gut microbiome diversity to break down those fats. Maybe it's the amount of greens, like in our Gussy's Gut Daily, we have 19 superfoods. There may be something or some things in there that the gut because what happens is the bacteria in every gut, they break down the stuff that's in the gut, and they're starting to break it down into smaller pieces that then your body can absorb to create energy and repair itself and all that wonderful, and fuel yourself. And the same thing goes with your dog. So it just may be very simple that the bacteria profile in your dog's gut, and we call it diversity of the gut, may not be diverse enough. And this is actually a good thing if this is the cause, because it's indicating that your dog's gut is changing. And a lot of people want that change. That's why they come to us. So backing off early or leaving and not addressing that situation and leaning into it might actually you might just avoid your dog's improved gut health altogether. Because if that's your attitude and you shy away from it, meaning you disengage, you stop using a product. We see some folks that are hopping from one product to another, and we question them. And some of them are using really great products, and we see that they're just not giving it enough time. So I'd go back to what Dr. Billinghurst is saying, which is just back off let the gut clear and the bowels clear, and then you can ease into it a little bit slowly with a lower dose, maybe over 2 weeks. You can, go move up to a more regular dosage in about 2 weeks. Do you agree, Dr. Billinghurst?
Absolutely. That's the simple way to approach it. And the vast majority of times that will solve this problem.
Yep. I only know to give this advice because I've heard him say it about 200 times. All right. Thanks for that question, everybody.